And in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Bravo. 56. Check 56.
3rd and long. It's Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Pass incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jonathan Allen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And this one is right down Broadway. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You can't block me.
12, fellas, here we go.
54 is mine. 54 is mine.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, QB, come on. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm coming.
Hey, lock it.
Check 25.
Shoot.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, Delta. Get.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Second and 3.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. Josh Dodson. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Dodson. Second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
I got you.
Defense, let's go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
12.
Get him. Get him.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 56. Right now. 56.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Here we go.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
The Mike, boys. 56.
Garoppolo Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, fellas, here we go.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On play action, now Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 44 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Haywood.
54. Mike 54. Let's go one more. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
21, 21.
What we got?
Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Back to throw, Smith. Caught right side, Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They give it to Peterson. And an alley to run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. 70 yards. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80. 21, 21. Here we go.
56 to Mike. 56.
On first down, Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Get ready, get ready.
Flex.
Mike's 56.
Hey, Alpha.
56.
Hey, gun.
Let's get that ball. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
21.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Hey, alert.
Pull it together. Check. Check 4.
6. 12.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
You got nothing today.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Here we go.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand.
You.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
56. Mike's 56.
Hey, we heavy on the edge. Go.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Smith throwing on 3rd and long. Jordan Reed has does it. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
12 more yards there and another first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo steps away to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
11.
It's Coleman here, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. They run it with Breida, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
54. Tackles.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
13.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, Echo.
Here we go. Right there.
Hey, gun.
Right there. 54 Mike. Check.
2. Hey, seam 6.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time.
Let's go, B, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
54, Mike.
I got you.
Hey, what's that?
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Out to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
It's second down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, come on,
12, fellas, here we go.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, gun.
Rip right. Right there.
11.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, zoom.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Hey, watch that.
Now Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
For Marquise Goodwin, incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You see me?
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we...
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. That come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Marr now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here goes the hot. Hey, please.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Keenum on first down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score. Touchdown. Cowboys. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Elliott running right, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It goes as a loss of 6, and now third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gonna take a shot. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on third and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there.
That's caught inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cooper was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up...
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Prescott from the gun. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by George Iloka. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern.Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second and goal. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys add on. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running. Because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a route is on here in this first half.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. So we got man.
On first down, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up second down.
Okay, ready? 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Record.
Go.
Throwing again. Smith. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risk.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jonathan Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Hey, orbit.
Blue Dan.
Ready?
After the interception, here's Smith. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. It's Jordan Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 70 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one. Let's go now. From the 34 70, now, here's 1st and 10.
54. Ricky.
Hey, Charlie. 5.
A shotgun snap for Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Smith. To Thompson on the screen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Here's Smith, buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 2nd down. Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back. They'll run with Elliott. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Prescott now. Completes it right side to Cooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular. One-handed grab there. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, exit. Step.
Throwing is Smith. Being chased out left. Got some room at the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
50 points. Bravo.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Trying to run the option right side. Smith, not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Hey, box up, box up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
The play is a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go, D. That's it. Again. Here I go.
The first throw for the backup Haskins. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran safety, George Iloka, there to break that one up. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is invoke.
And the Cowboys As pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Haskins will throw, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go.